Professor Jim Schultz here from my Finance 512 class. I wanted to go ahead and do another video for some of the fixed income valuation stuff we're doing in chapters 10 and 11, and I chose one of the beefier problems here, number 23 from chapter 10. I think this will be pretty useful walking through this in this video. We haven't covered this in class yet. We will cover this tomorrow night actually, and so if you take a look at this before you see it in class, it's all going to be kind of new to you. But nevertheless, even after we go through it in class, you could look at this after the fact, and I think it would be helpful. And so basically, in number 23, you need to figure out the both the accrued interest and the invoice price of the bond. Alright, so here's what I want to focus on. I want to focus on this area first. This is how you find accrued interest. And now again, we're going to cover this in class. But basically, the way it works is this, right? You receive coupon payments as a bondholder, but if you happen to sell the bond, like let's say, you get coupon payments every 6 months typically. So let's say you received a coupon payment and then you held the bond for like a month into the next coupon period. But obviously you've got to wait the full 6 months to get the full coupon period. And so what happens is for that 1 month that you did indeed own it, you accrue interest. And so you are actually able to collect on that 1 month that you did own the bond. And so that is how you, that's the basic essence and idea behind accrued interest. And so in this problem, the current date is February 22nd, and the bond matures on March 15th. So from that information, we can gather that, because the bond, if you read through the problem, it says semi-annual compounding. So from there, you can gather that the payments are made in 6-month increments, March 15th and September 15th. And so since you're on February 22nd, you are in that window of 9/15 to 3/15. And so the question is, you held it all the way through February 22nd. How many days in this 6-month period did you hold that bond for? Now, this is a situation where you actually have to count the days in the months. We'll talk about this in class tomorrow night. Sometimes I'll just give you, there's 180 days, 182 days in the semi-annual period. Sometimes I'll give you the dates and you'll have to figure it out, right? Given how many days are in each month. But it's it's not too bad. And so from September through March 15th, there's 181 days in that coupon period. You held, let's see. No, I don't think I want to do that. Nope. We're just going to X out of that and carry on. So there's 181 days in this period. You held the bond through February 22nd. So that's 160 of those 181 days, right? It pays a 5.5% coupon. So, that's obviously an annual number. These are things you should remember from 311 or 680. So that means every 6 months you're going to get $27.50. So you get this fraction of that coupon payment. So you get $24.31. That is your accrued interest. Okay? Now, to find your invoice price, you have to add your accrued interest onto the quoted price, or sometimes called the flat price. And to find that, let me scroll up a little bit. That's on this side of the solution. This is just basic bond pricing valuation that you should, again, remember from 311 or 680. I say use a financial calculator or Excel to determine the bond's price. You should still have your financial calculator from 311 or 680. If you don't, then you'll have to use the equations to figure that out, right? And if you're having a hard time with that, then come and see me in my office. I'm certainly not going to spend class time on that because you should already know how to do that. But my door is always open, as always, and there's still time before the final exam. So if you need help with this, please come and see me. I'm more than happy to help you out with that. And so basically, all of these inputs are, there's your par value, there's your yield to maturity that has to be semi-annual because the coupon payments are made semi-annual. So that's your $27.50. And then N, let me talk through N because there is a mistake in here. From March 15th, 2010 to March 15th, 2018, there's 16 semi-annual periods. So that's where the 16 comes from on the left side of the decimal. From February 22nd, which is the current date, up to March 15th, there is 21 days in that window. 15 days in March, 6 days left in February, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So that's 21. So that should actually be 21 divided by 180. So I made a mistake here. This should not be 0.1154. It should be whatever 21 divided by 180 is. So it should be 0.1167. So if we redo this, and I'll include this in the email. So that should be 16.1167. So then your bond's price should be, let's see, 1,000 is your future value, 5.34 is your I, 27.50 is your payment, 16.1167 is your N. So yeah, I definitely want to X out of that. So let's see. Hang on. I think I made a mistake. So let's see again. This is 21 divided by 180. It's hard to do this without writing it down. So this is 0.1167. So I add 16 onto that. So 16.1167. So that is N. My I is 2.67. My payment is 27.50. And my par value is 1,000. Compute PV. Yeah, I got 10, 10, 37. So actually, my number here is correct, but my input here is not correct, and so I don't know how I did that. But sometimes I make mistakes too. So I will definitely make that change in an email. But basically, you take this number you found. This is your flat price. Then you add your flat price down here with your accrued interest. That gives you your invoice price. And so that is how you solve number 23, a pretty lengthy problem, but very helpful in terms of learning accrued interest and some more bond valuation techniques.